and welcome to Awaz News. I'm Kubra Ali and I'll be taking you through big news across Canada.
U.S. President Donald Trump issued a proclamation Tuesday doubling tariffs on steel and aluminum imports from all countries, including Canada. According to the proclamation, Trump says the increased tariffs will more effectively counter foreign countries that continue to offload low-priced excess steel and aluminum in the United States market. In a press conference just hours earlier, White House Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt was asked why Trump decided to double the tariffs despite U.S. leaders asking for more economic stability. The only country not affected by the increased tariffs is the United Kingdom, whose rates will remain at 25%. The tariffs are set to take effect on Wednesday. Trump made the announcement last Friday during a rally in Pittsburgh Peninsula, saying he planned on increasing tariffs on imported steel and aluminum from 25% to 50%. Canada is the largest steel and aluminum supplier to the U.S. Canada exported $15.9 billion worth of aluminum to the U.S., according to the United Steelworkers USW union. These tariffs will have a devastating impact on workers and companies, says USW National Director for Canada, Marty Warren. Warren says changes to Canada's retaliatory measures may offset the impacts of Trump's steel and aluminum tariffs, but adds that in 2 to 3 weeks, should the tariffs remain for that period, some steel companies will be forced to idle their operations. 2 men from British Columbia have been charged with first-degree murder in connection with homicide in Mississauga last month, Peel Regional Police say. The incident happened on May 14 at about 11:49 a.m. in a parking lot near Tranmere Drive and Telford Away, which is north of Derry Road East between Bramley and Dixie Roads. Police say 51-year-old Brampton resident Harjeet Tara was approached by a suspect and shot multiple times. He later died of his injuries at a local hospital. The suspects fled in a stolen 2018 Black Dodge Challenger, which Peel police said was recovered shortly after the shooting. Following an intensive investigation, the Homicide Bureau identified 2 suspects and tracked them to Delta, British Columbia. On May 28, Peel Police, with assistance of Delta Police Department, Abbotsford Police, Surrey Police, and the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, located and arrested Aman and Digvijay, both 21 from Delta, British Columbia. The accused appeared before a judge in Surrey, British Columbia, before being turned over the homicide detectives in Peel region for transportation back to Ontario. Aman and Digvijay have both been charged with first-degree murder, police said. They attended a bail hearing on June 1st at a Brampton court. Kennedy said police also recognized that this incident has caused concern in the community. These arrests mark a significant development in the case, as we want to reassure the public that we remain committed to a true and ongoing investigation, he said, adding these arrests send a clear message that no matter how far you run, our teams will find you. Anyone with further information about this incident, including anyone who may have been in the area at the time and has video footage, are asked to contact Peel Police Homicide and Missing Person Bureau at 905-453-2121 extension 3205 or Crime Stoppers anonymously. The City of Toronto unveiled a plan Tuesday to bolster programming for young people in the wake of rise in gun violence last year. Mayor Olivia Chow and Police Chief Myron Demke unveiled Toronto's summer safety plan at a news conference Tuesday. Our goal is simple: to connect Toronto's young people and their families to opportunities to make sure summer is a safe, vibrant, positive experience for everyone, no matter where they are from, Chow said. She said the best way to do that is by boosting support to existing programs. The plan was developed amid a rise in gun violence, much of it involving and impacting young people. Gun violence in Toronto was up 34% in 2024 compared to the previous year, although there had been a decline in gun violence for the previous 3 years, according to the city. Much of the plan involves providing more programming spaces for youth around the city, particularly in the neighborhoods that were disproportionately affected by the increase in violence. making use of $5 million allocated to youth violence prevention programs in the city budget this year. The plan will support dozens of programs that provide summer programming for youth, support violence prevention programs, and workshops for families, parents, and caregivers, and increase city-run youth drop-in programming by 50% through the summer. The city hopes the plan will actively engage some 3,000 youth in summer safety programming. Speaking alongside Chow Dam-Kyu said neighborhood officers with the Toronto Police Service will also be engaged in a series of recreation and community building activities such as soccer, movie nights, and tutoring sessions. It's a plan tailored to the different needs of our neighborhoods to build strong relationships and empower families, provide structured activities to help kids connect and stay engaged, and take a collaborative, active approach to crime, Dam-Kyu said. He called it a great opportunity for young people and Toronto police to learn from each other. Ontario Provincial Police OPP are searching for a man who fled the scene after he was spotted driving a car on its rims in Mississauga on Tuesday. OPP Sergeant Kerry Smith told Awaz News that police received a call from onlookers about a vehicle driving without tires just before 8 a.m. Shortly after, police officers located the vehicle on Highway 41 near Winston Churchill Boulevard. As officers approached the vehicle, they said the male driver jumped over the vehicle and ran across the highway. Police say they managed to locate the suspect in the grassy areas of the highway, but he got away, possibly by being picked up by another vehicle. Police are still investigating and believe the vehicle may be stolen. Police described the suspect as wearing dark clothing and a mask, which was suspicious. Destination Toronto will open offices in United Kingdom and Germany in an effort to expand its reach with international leisure and business travelers. In a release on Tuesday, Destination Toronto says opening 2 new offices in Europe will enable the city to tap into adjacent markets such as Ireland from UK and Switzerland, Austria, and the Netherlands from Germany. Together, the UK and Germany delivered over 220,000 visitors and more than $320 million in direct spending to Toronto's visitor economy in 2024. Diversifying our international markets has always been a priority, but now it's more critical than ever, said Andrew Weir, President and CEO of Destination Toronto in the release. This is a moment for Canada on the world stage, and Toronto is taking deliberate steps to seize that opportunity and attract more international travelers. The expansion news comes after a survey from Tourism Industry Association of Ontario, TIAO, showed nearly 1/3 of Ontario businesses are already seeing fewer bookings from Americans, a crucial market that accounted for nearly 79% of all international visits to Canada last year. Toronto Mayor Olivia Chow's confident Destination Toronto's new offices in the UK and Germany will encourage more international visits to the city. Destination Toronto also announced that it will host the annual Rendezvous Canada RVC tourism event in 2026. Last held in Toronto in 2022, RVC brings international buyers and media to host cities to meet the destination and tourism suppliers from across Canada. Commuters taking the subway this week may face some discomfort as the TTC is planning some maintenance work for both lines this week. Line 1 will be shut for planned track work from Monday until Thursday between 11 p.m. and 2 a.m. All subway stations except Lawrence and North York Centre will remain open for customers to purchase fares and connect to surface routes, TTC says in the service alert. Extra Wheel Trans buses will operate between Finch and Eglinton stations for any customers requiring assistance. Line 2 will be closed for planned track work between Woodbine and Broadview stations on Saturday and Sunday. Shuttle buses will be available for commuters during the 7 station shutdown, and TTC staff will be available for any assistance. Extra Wheel Trans buses will operate between the affected stations for any customers requiring assistance. All stations except Chester Station will be open for customers to purchase fares and connect to surface routes, TTC says. Premier Doug Ford says that he expects that the long-delayed Eglinton Crosstown LRT could be open as soon as September, with plans to hand the line over to the TTC for final testing in the next couple of weeks. Ford made the comment to reporters at Queen's Park on Tuesday after he was asked about the rumored September timeline. Yes, that is what I'm hearing, Ford said of the September target date on Tuesday. I am hearing some positive things about Eglinton Track, and hopefully we will be handling it over in the next couple weeks to the TDC, and they will be doing their trial runs. Thank God, that is all I can say about that and that project. Construction on the Eglinton Crosstown began in 2011 and was initially slated to be completed in 2020, but it has been plagued by numerous delays and is now at least $1 billion over budget. Metrolinx has previously said that the public would be given a 3-month notice before the line opens and that the company was pushing toward a 2025 opening date. The LRT spans a 19-kilometer route from Mount Dennis in the west of Kennedy Road in the east. Driver training has been ongoing on the route since last September. I will have to get back to you on the exact date, but I understand it will be handed over to TTC in the next couple of weeks, Ford said Tuesday.
Thank you for tuning in. I'm Kubra Ali. I'll see you back tomorrow, same time, same channel. Have a good night.